So, I have a problem. Hi, my name is Anna, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to talk to you about how I have a problem with makeup. So about a month ago, I think I shared my makeup wish list, and I'm currently on a no-buy, or a replacement-only no-buy, if you don't already know. And this wish list is just for me to keep track of what draws me in, and also just so once I'm done with my no-buy, I'll see how long has this been in my wish list and how much do I really want it to see if it's worth actually buying. The problem with this wish list is that I can get carried away and just add way too much, and I feel like it was at a decent place last time, and suddenly I added like 7 eyeshadow palettes and who knows how many lip products and some blushes too. Those are the items that really attract me, especially eyeshadows. And I'm just kind of sharing this so that you can maybe convince me how to eliminate some of these or something. You'll be able to see what I'm interested in pretty soon. I'm not going to go over what I had in last time unless if I'm comparing it to like show what colors I'm into. So let's start with good old ColourPop, huh? We gotta love them for releasing a collection just about every single week, if not more. And the problem is they are cruelty-free, they are pretty affordable, and they have a decent eyeshadow quality from what I've heard. I've never bought anything from them, but there is an awful lot on my wish list now because they have so many options. It's like if they don't have what you want, who does? Like, that's how much eyeshadow they put out. So when you're looking for something you want, it's like, they got it, man. They got absolutely everything. So with all that said, let's just begin going through all the ColourPop palettes that I shouldn't have looked at, because when you're on a no-buy, maybe don't go to ColourPop's website if you are attracted to eyeshadows, because they have a lot of options, gotta say. The first one on the list is the Bye Bye Birdie palette. Now this is a very berry shade, kind of pinky purple palette, and if you don't already know, I really like pinks and purples. I just find this really gorgeous, and the picture's right here. That's my. And I feel like I just use a lot of the shades a lot. There's not a ton of dark shades, and when there are, they're like bright, or I don't know, something about it draws me in. And yeah, another 12-pan palette by ColourPop is the Flutterby palette. It is more of a muted, like, mauve-y, rosy toned, and I almost feel more attracted to this one. It's more neutral, but I feel like I could wear these literally every day. They're absolutely gorgeous. And there's a lot of lighter shades, and since it's so pale, I don't usually like super dark colors. The problem is I also put on here the Making Mauves palette, and I feel like that's kind of similar. And I do like, it's like more muted. I feel like I would rather have the Flutterby palette, first off because the packaging is gorgeous, second off because the colors are just slightly more drawing me in, but at the same time, I do like this 9-pan palette. Another 9-pan palette, the Frozen 2 Elsa palette. I liked the movie. I'm not that much into Frozen, but the palette itself is just gorgeous enough that I'm not buying it because I'm like, I love Elsa. I'm buying it because I'm like, look at that blue. Oh my gosh, that matte, like, bluish purple shade. I remember for the longest time, that was the color I wanted to find in an eyeshadow palette, and I couldn't find it anywhere, and now it's there. It's here. It's all right here. And that gorgeous, like, crease shade and like the neutrals on top are really nice, and then like the silvers are just honestly really pretty. I love like the reddish rosy tones. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and the packaging is really pretty. This next palette isn't a ColourPop palette, don't worry. It's a Juvia's Place palette, and they also have a lot of palettes. So the nice thing about Juvia's Place is that they cater a lot to darker skin tones, which, first off, not a lot of brands do that, but also makes it easier for me, because then I'm less attracted to a lot of the palettes, because a lot of the shades I'm just like, that's a little bit too dark for me to like use practically. I just realized I left that light on, and that explains why I looked so washed out. I'm not redoing things. Anyways, this next palette has been on and off my wish list mentally and mentally? Did I just point to my cheek? You know how your brain's in your cheek. Mentally and physically on the wish list for the past, whenever it came out, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, hi there, hi. It's the Deuce palette, Dose? I don't know how to say it. Everyone I watch doesn't know how to say it either, so like, I'm not gonna look it up. That's too much work. I love that vibrant purple and then like the pink and then those light shimmer shades and then that mint green I think is just gorgeous, and then there's like some neutrals that are really pretty. And yeah, it's just been on and off my list for a long time, so I feel like I am drawn to it a lot. Some palettes that are newer that I recently discovered, the Violets palette, that 6-pan. You know how I like those purples though. It's kind of like that e.l.f. bite-size palette, but better because it's a little bit more expanded in the color story, and it's probably a better formula, let's be honest. Is it $10 more? Yes. Actually, maybe more so, but it's really pretty. And another 6-pan palette from them is like the nudes. I don't have a lot of warm tones. This is like the only warmer tone one in my wish list, except for like the e.l.f. Earth and Ocean palette has like one side that's warmer. But this is just like, because they're rosier nudes, they're not orangey, I feel like I could use them. They have more pink. And I just feel like I would be able to use these a lot for when I want warmer tones. Because often when I want warmer tones, I don't want super warm because they don't look that great on me. Moving on to blushes, I did add 2 from Ulta Beauty's line. Before I only had 2, one by Pacifica, which was like this warm, peachy, shimmery shade, and then one glowy, rosy color from Flower Beauty. Then I found the Ulta Beauty Mineral Blush in the shade Sweet Pea, and I say, hi, how's it going? Come here often? Hi. I just think it's really pretty, and I like that it's shimmery, it's not matte. Because my skin's dry, I do prefer glowy products on my cheeks because I feel like it just makes me look less dry. There's the Ulta Beauty Flush Blush in the shade Cotton Candy, which is from the description and like a review, it said it was like a skin-like finish, not matte, but like not glowy. And I do like that kind of finish as well. And I just think it's really pretty, like a neutral, I heard that it's like not as pink as it is in the picture, so I feel like it'd just be a really nice everyday color, and I definitely need more blushes because I have a problem. Help me. Moving on to lip products, another area that I have a problem with. So if you couldn't tell, I was on the Ulta website, and the Ulta Beauty Plumped Up Pout Lip Gloss in the shade Candy Stick. That's really pretty looking. Another lip gloss I added was by ColourPop. It is their Flying Horses Ultra Glossy Lip. Oh yeah, the shade is Flying Horses, and it's just this really pretty, like, everyday nude shade. But I also added the Ulta Tinted Juice Infused Lip Oil, and I feel like they're really similar shades. So if you think one is better than the other, please tell me. The thing is, I don't really like the brush applicator on the ColourPop lip gloss. I've never used it, but I don't like the concept of it. I feel like you would have less control, and I'd just rather have a doe foot. But also, it's cheaper than the Ulta one. But also, the Ulta one's probably more accessible. This next one, I almost like dropped and bought it when I first saw it existing. This was like the very beginning of my no-buy, or right before I started Blend or something like that. It is the Disney Designer Collection by ColourPop, and it is the Belle lipstick. First off, a gorgeous shade. I absolutely love that. I feel like it would look good on my skin tone. And Belle is definitely, she was my favorite princess as a kid. She's still one of my favorite princesses. Mulan's up there now. Like, as I got older, I was like, Mulan's pretty great though. Don't know how I feel about the new movie. I like that they're taking a different direction instead of just making a carbon copy that's lifeless. Still, I don't really like the whole live action remake thing. I think Disney should just stop and start making some new content. Crazy idea, right? Because the Beauty and the Beast one was subpar. They had some, little rant, but it's just crazy how they had so many good singers, like Luke Evans, amazing singer. Josh Gad, he was on Broadway too, and they had like Audra McDonald, and then they put Emma Watson as like featuring a robot voice. Like, first off, dubbing exists. If you really wanted Emma Watson, you could have dubbed her with a good singer. If you're not confident enough in her abilities to not over auto-tune, dub her, okay? Or maybe get an actress who can act better than Emma Watson and sing. Crazy, right? Also, the fact that they had Josh Groban sing Forevermore as like a version, Dan Stevens, he doesn't seem like a bad singer, but they had to like lower it so he'd sound more beastly. Why don't they just have Josh Groban play the character if he has the most amazing voice in the universe? We know he can act because he's been in like TV shows and stuff, and he's also been, I don't know, on Broadway. Natasha Peer in The Great Comet of 1812, anyone? So like he clearly can act, and I'm like, why not just have him? Also, why have really dated CGI when you can just do practical effects for the Beast? What does this video become? It's just I tried so hard to like that when I first saw it, and then I was like, you know what, that's stupid. I don't like it. It's not as good as the original. What the heck was I talking about? Oh yes, the Belle lipstick. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I love the packaging. I love that it's Belle. I hate that only the box has Belle on it, but either way, I don't know, man, I like it. Another thing I added was the Ulta Beauty Tinted Juice Infused Lip Oil in the shade Tea Rose, and it looks like a really pretty kind of nude neutral on me that's slightly warmer than other things that I'm attracted to. This last one I feel like is justified staying on here because I was looking for a color like this. It is the Creme Luxe lipstick by ColourPop in the shade Hello Stranger. I don't know what this is. I don't think I'm not Italian. It's just gorgeous. I've been looking for a really dark, vampy, purple toned lipstick, and I found a really gorgeous, like, reddish deep shade by Flower Beauty in the Wild Berry, but I feel like these both would, like, cover my bases of, like, if I want a red deep shade or a purple deep shade. I like those colors. Yeah, if you have any opinions on the ColourPop lipstick formula, please tell me, because I've never bought anything from them again, so yeah. So those are all the things that were on my wish list. Please tell me what you think, what's on your wish list, and what you think I should take out. I guess I should, like, show what I have already, but if you've seen my, like, inventory, you kind of get an idea. I don't have a ton of eyeshadows, but I definitely don't need a ton either, because I don't go through them really quickly. But yeah, you can definitely see what colors I'm attracted to. Mostly cool tones, mostly mauvey, pinky, purpley, nudish shades, and for lipsticks, rosy variations. A lot of lip gloss. I do like my lip gloss. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed kind of my rambling about makeup, and you can relate to maybe my problem of wanting too many things and then realizing that's unrealistic. You don't need this many things. You don't go through makeup that quickly, even if you wear it a lot. You just gotta be real with yourself, and sometimes that's hard because you're just like, I want all the pretty things! And I should probably stop. So anyways, hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a wonderful day. Make sure to wash your hands and not get the coronavirus. And I hope you have an amazing day. Bye!